We're at the BMO Metals and Mining Conference with Gary Goldberg, CEO of Newmont Mining. Now, Gary, good to have you back on the show.
Good morning, Daniela. Good to be here again.
So some big news coming out of your company earlier this morning, $500 million debt tender. Let's talk a little bit about that and all the new initiatives at Newmont.
Sure thing. No, it's good to be able to announce that this morning, and really it's been the result of a lot of hard work over the last several years to continue to get our cost structure down, look at not only reducing our net debt, but with this step, reducing our total debt within the business. And it's been really a credit of everyone in the business has been working hard to achieve our objectives.
So what's on the forecast here for 2016? What are you eyeing?
Our forecast for 2016 is to produce around 5 million ounces of gold, maybe a little bit more than that, and continue to deliver on the cost reductions. We gave guidance not only for the next year, but for the next 5 years in early December at our Investor Day, and really showing a range of 4.5 to 5 million ounces at less than $1,000 an ounce.
What about on the mergers and acquisitions front? How aggressively are you looking?
Our focus has really been on three things on our strategy. First was to improve the underlying portfolio. We reduced our total all-in sustaining costs by 24% over the last 3 years. Continue to improve our portfolio. We've sold $1.7 billion in assets since 2013, and using that money, like here, to pay down debt. We have moved forward. We're probably one of the few that's moved forward with new projects. We've got the Merian mine in Suriname, where we're investing about $900 million, and that comes online later this year. Long Canyon in Nevada, $250 to $300 million, and a new mine that comes online early next year, and then incremental expansions at Tanami and at Cripple Creek and Victor, which is exciting. A year ago when we chatted, that wasn't even on our radar screen. It's an opportunity that came up. We went through a process and acquired it in an accretive manner for our shareholders, both NAV and cash flow accretive, and we're going through bedding that down, but it's got some expansions, incremental expansions that we're completing during this year. It's a leach pad that's being installed, and then finish optimization of the mill that has been ramping up.
So if we look at Newmont stock, up about 40% so far this year, completely different story from last year, really. We've seen this uptick, this kind of gold rally in the metal, in the stocks. Do you think it's sustainable?
Well, I think it's been nice to see. I think from our standpoint, we see the fundamentals for gold in the medium to long term very strong, both from a supply and a demand side. On the demand side, you've got the middle class in China that's currently around 300 million, growing to 500 million by 2020. We see the same in India, where it's growing from to 500 million by 2025, and both those countries really account for about half of the world's gold demand when you look at jewelry and fabricated demand. So that's good on the demand side. On the supply side, you haven't had the investment in exploration and the investment in new projects. So over the next 5 years, you're going to see a decline in mine production of about 17%. So less supply and increased demand is going to be a good thing for gold.
Is there a range that you're eyeing? Do you think we'll stay around this level?
We tend to be more conservative when we do our plans. So we started our plans at a $900 an ounce plan price. This year we used $1,100. It's at 12, so that's nice, but we're going to use any of that excess now to target debt pay down and continue to look at, and we've got a gold price linked dividend, how we share that with shareholders.
Finally, Gary, tomorrow marks your 3-year anniversary at Newmont. What's your takeaway? What have you learned over these 3 years?
It's been a real focus within our business to focus on value versus volume. And I just was amazed coming in how much people were so focused on producing an ounce no matter the margin. And that culture change is well in place at Newmont. And it's been a lot of fun to see how people have responded. As we go through the swings and roundabouts, we've really set the company up to continue to succeed into the future.
Gary, continued success in 2016.
Thank you, Daniela.
And thank you for watching our coverage here from the BMO Metals and Mining Conference. We'll have more for you in the next few days, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.